Sure. Let's go. All right, we're live. Yeah. Okay, we're live. Vegetable Place just put up his video in the middle of my banana meal. Let me get a little closer here. All right. It's well, his video here, the title is not something not something that sounds interesting, and even lake people wouldn't be interested in that. What kind of title is that? Well, we'll see, because I am going to click on that, so you don't have to. And we'll see what that's about. But we also got some other things going on today. A few things. I think OG Man has some news. Yeah, we're going to watch. We're going to check out his video that he put up a few hours ago. Okay, here, let's take a look around, make sure everything is looking good. We'll do a little test of the audio here that he put up a few hours ago. There it is. Okay, here, let's take a look around. Okay. Okay, we'll get going. There was something else. Oh yeah, Sarah Fit. That's the main thing I want to talk about. But first, we got to get to Vegetable Place, because it just went up.
Oh, leg day. The most skipped day in all of Flat Earth Santa's village. Why do we do it, men? And women? Do women have legs? I used to skip leg day like I was skipping frolicking in the forest to my grandmother's house wearing a little Red Riding Hood, picking daisies and shit to give to my granny. But those days are no longer. No longer do I skip leg day, and I'm gonna give you 4 reasons, maybe, that you shouldn't skip it either. Stay tuned.
You're all you ever had to be.
Get it to the cashier, and hopefully pay for it too. I used to just ride my bike to the grocery store and back, and I was like, there's my leg day. It was uphill there, so coming back didn't count. But if I ever stepped on a frog, he'd feel it. I had
Commercial.
We've always tried to set ourselves apart from the detail of our show.
So I want to welcome you to the Vegan Carburetor channel. You've reached it. And according to the numbers up on top there of my main page, I've got, this is my 800 video, but it's not actually. I have more because I got some that are privatized. But anyway, I've reached 800 here. That's pretty insane. Now back to Casey.
program, which has absolutely nothing to do with convict conditioning, not even close to similar. It's not even. I haven't even read convict conditioning. I don't know what that's all about. Is it good? I started doing the squats for the first time in my life, and I actually started feeling the benefits in my daily life. So this is number one reason. I sounded like I was Russian. Number one reason to doing it. You will feel strong legs more in your daily life than any other muscle group. If I ask you to go do anything, You're gonna take your legs and go do that thing. Your legs are responsible for getting you there. We just notice it so much. Walking, climbing stairs, running, if you gotta catch a bus, it's like, those are the things. Nobody pays attention to them because they may not be the sexiest muscle.
Actually, walking does very little to your legs. I hardly call that exercise. Now, people think they're exercising because they walk. Don't make that mistake.
On the sex town. How you doing? If you want 3 babies, you can have sex 3 times in your life. That's plenty. But I'm here to tell you legs are sexy. Even Freely's hairy legs. Sexy. I used to be embarrassed because I had no ass. I didn't know you could build an ass. You can build an ass. I had a flat ass. I remember, I forget, I think I've...
Okay, I'd like to interrupt here to clarify his ass and his presumption there about asses. See if I got comments yet. All right, Vegan Jerry is here. This ought to be good. Exactly what? Well, this show ought to be good. It should be good. Not talking about Casey, are you? Okay.
I've told this story, so I'll just brief it up here. But I was in like...
Okay, that's good news.
grade 7, I think, and I was in gym class, and I heard girls chatting behind me, little chitty chat.
Okay. Now that my mouth is clear, what are you saying there? Is just less than a half truth. You know, these muscular YouTubers, they're not going to help you because what they don't even realize, it's just like rich people. They think, what's the problem? It's easy to make money. So they look at poor people and they must be lazy. Well, it's the same for muscle. You can't just build muscle. Most people cannot. These YouTubers like this guy here, they just have the genes for it. They can build muscle easy, you know, just with weights. Now, building some buttocks, that's got to be the hardest thing. You know how many? Do you know how many butt lifts I've done? Now, I work out every muscle, and now after so long, after living so long and exercising all over the place, you would think I was real muscular by now. I should be, but it's about genes. And that's just the truth. Now here, back to Casey.
Girls, and they're saying they're rating the boys' asses in the gym, and they came to me and they're like, Casey, oh, he has no ass. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, everyone does it, like when they're teenagers. But then they forget that they ever did that. And they put that all on males. Oh my God, that is so bad.
I got no ass. How do I get an ass? I'm assless. I'm here to tell you, I got an ass now. I got something to grab back here.
Once again, he is speaking for himself. That it's true for him, and he's saying anybody, you know, that just anybody can do this. Just like he was saying a few days ago that your digestion will be great if you don't eat any fiber. But that is true for him and his condition. You know, like he said before, he never set out to be a vegan, never wanted to be a vegan. And he never set out to be a health channel either. It's a comedy channel. And he's basically said that his purpose here is to make a living. And that's what he's doing. So, I'm just here to say that it's just entertainment. You got to be careful when you're watching him to just see it as entertainment. But all this stuff will plant seeds in your mind, whether you want it to or not. It'll be back there, and someday there'll be a connection with other things that happen, and you'll forget where you heard that.
I feel it sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I grab my own ass. What are you gonna do about it? Don't tell anybody. I just feel it. I'm like, I got a hunk of ass back there. Okay, my girlfriend's gonna be so proud when she grabs it. She's gonna be shocked. Get a nice handful there. Please go subscribe. You learn camera-related things in a comedian.
Having healthy habits is definitely major.
Comedy. He puts comedy in there. That's entertainment. Although I will say he does know his camera stuff. That's what he knows. He never studied veganism. He was never interested in veganism. That's his words, not mine.
Why the hell did I say it like that? What happened to my brain there? Something bad.
I want to see
like
that.
Mercury or something. Please go subscribe. You learn camera-related things in a comedic fashion. Why the hell did I say it like that? What happened to my brain there? Something bad. That's like Mercury or something. It paused it and stretched it at the same time. Help me. So leg day will give you a sexy bum. And we all want that, don't we? And it's more comfortable to sit on.
Well, yeah, I even made a video. I was on the bike and I was talking about, oh yeah, I made a video about how to tone your butt up. But, and yeah, I mentioned cycling only because some people say that's good for it. But I'm no example of that. I've ridden a bike all my life. And you don't want to see the evidence.
It really is. It hurts when you have no ass fat. And you're just sitting on a bony ass on a hard stool.
Yeah, I'm sitting on a stool right now. Check it out. Here's my stool. And see, as you see, gotta have a pillow. Otherwise, I could do some damage. I don't like sitting. I rarely sit. I'm only sitting so I can be down here. First day of this setup. Yeah, sitting was never good. Never good.
It's more comfortable, so it's functional, sexy, and comfortable. I was too lazy to lift the other two fingers. In the Monkey Strength program, we bring you along slowly. You're doing air squats first. Awkward shit on your bed, lifting your legs up into the air. You push zero weight. They're air squats. And if you can't do those, your flabby body has some inner workings to work on. But eventually, you work your way towards a one-legged pistol squat. And once you can do 2 sets of 20 of those, and then a third set of flamingo squats, you're ready. You're ready. That's 60 one-legged squats on each leg. That's a lot. Once you're at that stage, your knees are conditioned.
Also, I might as well mention it here. I've done thousands, maybe 100,000 sit-ups in my life, and I have nothing to show for it. Sure, the muscles are strong in my abs, but that doesn't keep them tight. I get washboard abs. I never had that. Not since day one. It's genetic. You know, most people are not going to have flat stomach. It is genetic. They're all holding it in. That's the big secret. That's one of the biggest secrets in the world. Almost everyone is. It doesn't matter, you know, how much you strengthen the muscles. Whether you have a flat stomach or not is genetic. It's still going to hang.
Your ankles, your hips, your tendons, everything is strong. You're ready to add in some weight if you want. I've been adding in weights. I started really slow with 2.5 pounds. I started with my scale. I don't even know how much that weighs. Just grab something light around your house and lift it. With the added weight, I dropped the reps down to 15 and reps. So we're going for 10, and somebody walked in on my second set there, and she's doing stuff. So let's admire her stuff. All I know is her workout looked a lot harder than mine. It lasted like twice as long. I showed up and left and she was still huffing and puffing. And my legs could kick through her door to save her from a burning fire of love. Monkey strength is all about efficiency. Strongest muscles possible, the least amount of effort put forth. That's life. Then you go do other things other than working out. 20 minutes max. Then you finish off your workout. If you're on the alien routine, you got 3 sets to do. I dial it back down to a flamingo squat. Just do 10 of those and you're done. Leg day is done. And that brings us to the second reason leg day is so amazing. And that's the increased testosterone from a leg workout. The legs are our largest muscle, I think. Don't quote me on that. Please don't. They're big. When you do a pretty intense leg day workout, you boost testosterone production, and that will help all your other muscles grow. So people in the gym skipping leg.
I just want to say, I don't disagree with this. And I do recommend focusing on legs, definitely. Don't skip them all the time. Yeah. But that doesn't mean you're going to get great results. You'll keep your strength and you'll have stability. Yeah, that's a problem with old people, that they just let themselves go.
Leg day, they don't even realize by doing leg day, you help with bicep day and chest day. How is that possible? How is that legal? I just hired an attorney because I was stopped at a red light for carrying guns, and I wasn't about to turn them in. Testosterone just helps with everything. It's the magic hormone. I think that's one of the benefits of this carnivore diet, is my testosterone just increased like 15-fold.
But something that happened when he went on this carnivore diet, I guess. Something decreased, and that's his sense of humor. Now, who knows why that happens? I've noticed for many years that Republicans don't have a very strong sense of humor. But other people do, you know. There's a whole bunch of liberal comedy shows. And there's me. Mm-hmm. And those Republicans are pro-meat.
Old. And I just feel so much more energy. I feel younger at heart and in the spleen. Younger at spleen is how I feel. So boost that testosterone with leg day, and that brings us to the third benefit. Leg day, when you're doing the one-legged pistol squats, when you get up there, talking like 9th, 10th dimension in the Monkey Strength program, you're doing a cardio workout. This turns into a cardio. My heart pumps like you wouldn't believe it. I feel like I just sprinted across the street to catch a bus. I can't believe it. Like after
because the big day, muscles.
Work your way towards the pistol squat. Cardio covered. You don't need cardio more than once a week. Back it off. I mean, all these to the final reason to never skip leg day, and that is to awaken your inner dance child. Every human being has an inner child that wants to dance, laying dormant inside their bellies. Awaken it. When you strengthen your legs, the dance moves that will come out of your body are just unbelievable.
One thing I've noticed recently, he started dancing, and I've noticed that I cannot stand watching him dance. He looks like a major fool for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's the goofy face and the shorts. But enough of this kind of commentary. I got some interesting stories for you today. And a comment from Annie here, who has agreed with me that it's all about genetics. She says she doesn't even work at abs and has good abs. So, yeah, that's right. People need to know that. His skin looks like crap. Yeah, that skin. What happened to him? Well, Annie, I think he's been away for the last 5 months. He's eating like crap. Well, what do you expect? Eating all that fat and meat and no produce and no fiber. Okay. Now there's Sarah Fit now. How many people know her? She's been on YouTube for at least 9 years. I knew her way back then. And today, me and her had some words exchanged. That's right. She replied to me. So, yeah, I'll go over this and then we get to Goji Man's news. Yeah. Okay. But what about the comments here? Dude, your videos are so much more alpha now. There's a person just seeing what they're expecting to see. Compared to this old videos, it's just night and day. Oh, it's just, no, it's not. People say that. It's a red flag, night and day. There's really no difference. People say his voice sounds different. Well, you got to go back. It hasn't changed at all. Yeah. Maybe those are troll accounts. You see those kind of comments a lot in his comments, and they're not true. Easier to make your... I'm going to torrent the Monkey Strength ebook, LMAO. That reminds me, I will be making a video about his ebook. Not a review of the contents, though, since I'm not going to read it. I don't have time for that. But I have something else to say, something. That's what I do here. I say stuff no one else is saying. Okay. Now we're gonna actually watch Sarah Fitt's video, at least a couple parts. Oh, but yeah, I want to pause the video first there and go to the comments. No, that's not the video. Oh, man. I'm finding it. Let's see. I think that'll be it. Go to right click menu. Here it is. Okay, there's one of my comments. I first watched Sarah back in 2009. It's great to see her move to plant-based. She is a fitness channel, and over the years she often got comments complaining about all the eggs in her video and how there's meat and everything, and you know how some of those vegans are. But you know, since Sarah's not a pro-meat person, she's not into the crazy stuff, like crazy keto, crazy carnivore, and all that. You know, she just eats a standard diet. So the vegans were nice to her when making suggestions, and Sarah has come around over the years. This is cool to see. A success story here. And she's been on a plant-based journey now for at least a couple years, I think. So she's not just caving in and just making big mistakes and failing, you know, like a lot of people do. Let's see. Okay. Unlike some vegans, the keys for vegan success: spices, fruit meals, count calories because plant foods are lower in calories than the dishes people are used to. Now, what did Sarah say? She didn't comment on that one. I made another comment up here. By the way, here she has 233,000 subs. Okay. Hey, my comment is, hello all. I'm the long-running Diet Critiquer channel. And here I am at it again. Okay. So a minute into her video here, Sarah said, quote, "I don't need a 500 calorie breakfast," end quote. Now, see, that caught my attention, but I didn't hear what she said afterwards. We'll get to that in her comment. And seconds later in the video, she says, "I'm still hungry." As a student and teacher of veganism, I can say the biggest problem when people eat plant-based is not eating enough calories. We see this year after year, and nothing's changed. It is true. People are just so used to limiting the way they eat, and really don't know what, they're not focused on calories. Yeah. And if you eat lots of healthy produce, you'll never go into fat storage mode, so you don't have to worry about getting fat if you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. Now for her reply. And what's amazing isn't that she replied once. That's kind of amazing. She replied twice. Look at this. This is a person with 250,000 subscribers. And let's see what she said. Are you with me, everybody? Ooh, lots of comments coming in here. Huh. Lead time in hours. What's that? What the heck is that? Let me take a quick look here. Oh, lots of comments. I know a little about her. Meat is murder. He's in the house. Hello. Nice to have Mr. Murder here. Hey, Annie. I commented on some of your videos, Jerry. Says Mr. Meat. Shout out to the carburetor. Yeah, Vegan Jerry made a video about me, promoting me. Yeah, you might want to check that out. That's pretty cool. He's like the fourth or fifth person to do that, which is interesting. None of the big channels will talk about me. Well, they won't promote me. They'll vaguely do it in a way that doesn't really help me. Right. And another person did it recently, and I'll be making a video about that in a few days. A big channel, you probably know that person. Huh. Never happened. I never heard of Vegan Brett. Or unless you're talking about that British guy? Brett, yeah. Oh yeah, he kind of went away. Yeah. Don't know what happened there. Okay, Sarah Fitt responded to my post. There she is, and said, I eat 500-calorie breakfasts regularly. All right, that's good. So what happened here? I just don't want to eat them 20 minutes before spin class. And we're going to hear in the video she mentioned that. Another comment. Also, when I said I'm still hungry, that was after a workout and eating an RX bar, not after the breakfast bit. So your comment takes two quotes out of context and puts them together. Did I really do that? And why did I do that? I don't disagree that many vegans don't eat enough calories, but don't use the example above because it's misleading and inaccurate. Oh, I should mention something about her. That in the last couple of years, she has had 2 children. Makes a lot of videos about that, and the pregnancies also. So I don't know about this here. Can't really say it's lack of calories causing her irritation. What's the word I'm trying to think? Disposition? Yes. Might be those kids. And yeah, every time I hear about someone who has 2 kids under 2, I think, why do you want to do that to yourself? Well, but let's see. You judge how many calories she's eating here. In the video, she called what I eat in a day plant-based. 2018. Okay, let's get into this.
At Purple Carrot, we're changing what it means to eat.
By the way, Sarah's a cool person. She's a rarity, I guess, on YouTube. Not like in our circles. She doesn't get into any drama, and she doesn't say extreme things, you know. She's just a regular channel.
So today we're doing another what I eat in a day video. I am still breastfeeding and I don't count calories. So if this seems like it's a little bit higher than a normal Sarah Fit what I eat in a day.
I didn't catch that part. She mentioned she doesn't count calories, which not the wisest thing to do. You should have some idea. You should have a good idea. And notice she throws in there, you know, got an infant breastfeeding, you know. And mothers mention that a lot because they're consumed with that, and they want people to know just how tough they have it. Okay.
That's why.
So earlier this week, I made a big batch of muesli. I used Bob's Red Mill, and I added in my own chia seeds. So it's not as thick as I might have wanted it, so I might do a little bit less milk the next time I do make it. But I made this on Sunday, and I just kind of let it soak.
I didn't comment on this part, but it just does not look, just doesn't seem appetizing. It's not, you know, no one wants to eat like that. She talks about having, you know, craving sweets in this video. Right, that's because she's not eating sweets. People think sweets are bad because they're thinking of junk food, and then they equate that with fruit. And no, junk food's bad because, number one, it's junk food. It has the fiber removed, nutrients removed, and fat put in. It's nothing like fruit. We should be eating fruit.
And then I've been adding a little bit of granola on top and some extra almond butter. This morning I'm going to go to spin class, so.
Now, you may not have caught that. She didn't really, you know, sound out that word. I think she said spinning class. So I didn't catch it. Did you? And that's not really relevant to the video. So, okay, moving on here. Here's a part you want to be paying attention to, but I didn't know that you have to be paying attention.
We're gonna skip the almond butter. I don't count calories, as you'll see, but I don't need a 500 calorie breakfast before a morning spin class. So this here is what.
Okay. See, I didn't hear that. So what is she saying here? You know, it's not my fault that she didn't get in the calories and then exercise later. I didn't mess up that schedule. Okay. Now there's a transition. See, again, watch this transition.
Morning spin class. So this here is what's going to be snack number 1. I need to breastfeed Connor real quick before I finish getting ready to shoot. I don't know how the shoot's going to go because they are doing construction next door and there are some chainsaws going on right now. So I had the bar. Admittedly, I'm still hungry, so.
There it is. Now you tell me. Was I supposed to understand that transition, it was not even a transition. I'm supposed to know that this is hours later? So I looked back here and I thought, no, this isn't my fault. Okay.
A few more cashews. It is. I'm eating them out of a big thing, a big jar like this, so I don't know how many calories, sorry. I just finished filming and now I'm gonna eat lunch. I'm actually having leftovers from dinner that I made last night. This week we got a delivery from Purple Carrot, which is a 100% plant-based vegan meal delivery company. They send you 3 meals and with the recipe and all the ingredients that you need. I've been trying to eat more plant-based meals for the past, I feel like 5 years. And whoa, I really struggle to make a lifestyle change because it's hard for me to make creative recipes that actually taste good and are filling that are plant-based. So this obviously doesn't look that appetizing how I have it. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like last night on my Instagram stories.
Now back to that bar. Here. Oh, I was... oh, I hadn't read that. I was suspecting. That's why I came back to look. But these kind of bar things, I often expect 2 things. One is plenty of fat. Other thing is that they're real small because it's loaded with fat. You know, you don't want to eat a whole bunch of fat. You know, people aren't going to want to buy a huge bar that's like 300 or more calories because they're not going to think that's good, right? So, and you got dates in there, so bad mixture of food there. Not only mixing carbs with fat, but to mix fruit with anything is bad. To mix it with nuts, that takes like 3 times the time that dates take to digest. and the lack of calories. Do you agree? That, you know, this is just small portions. Back to the nuts. Let's see here. Oh. Here's the prepackaged meal.
But the onion and the...
Yeah, onion has just about no calories. It's not where you want to get your calories anyway. Eat a bunch of onions.
Ginger, the butternut squash was already chopped.
Yeah, squash is also low in calories.
And I made the rice. It took 15 minutes, super easy. And now, let's see what my next step is. So I've got to do the butternut squash. Next I'll add in the chickpeas.
Now at this point I like to say, this is not a carbohydrate video. Don't go to her channel and bug her with nasty comments. Rude comments about the stuff you see in here. Remember, she's a fitness person. There's formal education in it, I think. You know, they're not, they often get diet wrong.
You could also make it into a green bowl, but we'll see how much I eat. This is the first two. It has vegan yogurt and some cilantro and mango chutney on top. Connor is starting to stir, so we'll see how fast I can eat this before I have to put both of them to bed tonight.
There's the mom plug again there. Notice she keeps bringing that up. Got to feel sorry for her. Really, I do. I'm just laughing at myself. What's amazing? Let's see what my audience is saying here first. Gap between videos. That with Jerry? Yeah, he hasn't been making much videos. Brett was hateful to Gary in the vegetable police video. Yes, I've got that clip saved, and I plan to use it on a regular, semi-regular basis. Lots of other stuff going on. Does she do rush covers in her videos? No. Pretty hot. That's right. That's one of the reasons I'm a fan. Don't mention that. Yeah, she's got a great avatar. But she doesn't look like that anymore, you know. No. So, she isn't vegan. She isn't vegan, right? She is kind of plant-based. What? What was the title of my video? I said veganish. Still veganish. That's like the umbrella. Because, you know, people aren't just going to go completely vegan. So she's doing good here. and she doesn't shove it down people's throats, you know. Her audience won't handle that well. All right, okay. Egg whites. Oh, the transition, yeah. No transition, yeah. She didn't make it clear. Any of that stuff. Good thing you said something. I was prepared to carbureate. Yeah. I looked close and saw the wink there. Oh. Must be raining. Where? Why? What? Oh, umbrella? Okay, okay. The vegan umbrella. You know, different levels of vegan. So, what do you think about the calories? It looks kind of low, and when you consider that she's a fitness person, you know, she had an exercise class there, and you know, running around taking care of 2 infants and breastfeeding. So, shouldn't she need a lot of calories? Right. Yet she's kind of overweight too. If you notice, she's not thin. And according to what I teach here in my philosophy in my book, the being overweight is a sign that she's not eating enough and doing too much, you know, not eating enough for your lifestyle. Your body will hold on to emergency fat storage that it can see that it needs. Where do you get the energy from? That's a good question. She mentioned coffee early in the video. So running on adrenaline, maybe? That's pretty bad. She could be headed for some bad health in the future. And then being overweight, you know. She'll probably continue to restrict. Don't want to eat a lot. You know, she mentions she was still hungry. That means she had eaten something but then stopped. See, I don't do that. See, the way I eat, I don't stop. I eat, and I end up, you know, I end up being stuffed before my body can tell me that I'm stuffed. So I just stuff myself all the time. I don't stop and think, well, maybe that's enough. I don't think that way, man. It's enough when I get sick of eating, really. You're not supposed to stop yourself. So, oh, but check it out. This comment here got 3 thumbs up. That's pretty good. And I got 1 here. Love your videos, and as a plant-based eater, I'm so glad you're eating more veggie meals. It look pretty good thumbs up to down. All right, let's see how we're doing here. My channel here. More comments coming in. Cold beef eater. Yeah, I want to wrap this up, but yeah, I should just wrap it up. Well, 1 minute for Goji Man, since I said I would do it, and maybe I'll cover some more tomorrow. I want to make another live video soon. For reasons. So, Goji Man. It's finally happening. Goji Man says.
If you write anything on your
R.I.P. Rest in peace. Carnivore diet.
All day, every day, and
I have an idea of what
Hashtag Ask Goji Man.
Getting
at. The carnivore diet is here to stay. This is one of the only areas that I will ever look to monetize around my channel. So by purchasing a very cool hoodie or t-shirt will enable me to continue making these videos for you. So head over there, have a look through my store and let me know what you think. So this is what the search volume within Google is for the carnivore diet over the last 5 years.
Yes. Yeah, I thought this was where he was going here. That graph that shows Google searches. How many people searching for it? And as I thought the graph would look, there was this small community for the last few years, you know, and then suddenly it took off for some reason or another. And we know it's because somebody big comes along, and that's what it takes. And they make it big. Anything they touch becomes big. And sure enough, you see that line going straight up. One event happened. One thing caused the popularity of the diet to go up. And this graph showing that people searching for the word carnivore went up about 10 times. And yeah, I was thinking it would take a few more months for it to just fade away, because I was saying that. Because no one's going to want to do this diet. What you see in there in the graph is the hype. People just fascinated by the extreme, by the crazy. And people gravitate towards that. I told you this would happen.
5 years. As you can see, very stagnant for 4 of the 5 years, followed by a couple of peaks following Sean Baker and Jordan and Michaela Peterson's appearances on the Joe Rogan podcast.
What I wasn't even thinking about. And his daughter both do this, and they go around talking about it. And the Joe Rogan show, that's a really popular channel. Millions of viewers. And that's probably what did it. Oh, matter of fact, see, before this
search volume within Google is for the carnivore diet over.
So you see the big jump there, the big peaks. That was probably the Joe Rogan show. But if you notice, just before that, there's a small peak where it jumped for a little bit there, kind of doubled. And that might have been the Petersons going carnivore. And then they went on Joe Rogan's show, and then it went way up. There you go. And remember, this graph is people searching for the word carnivore on Google. And that's the way the world works. That's the way the internet works. When people hear something, that's what they act on. People are pretty simple. Monkey see, monkey do.
obvious reason for it. So as we all know, the carnivore diet has grown essentially off of a few ex-vegans. So people like Vegetable Police, Kasumi Chris and a handful of others. So these people quit the vegan diet because of underlying health issues and went carnivore, and it created a bit of a ripple in the water. Now here is the thing. All of these different carnivore dieters speak openly about vegans pushing lots of people their way because of all of the many response videos vegans have been doing towards the likes of Sean Baker, Primal Edge Health and also Frank Tufano. Primal Edge Health regularly mocks and thanks vegans on his channel for making these response videos as it pushes many towards his channel. So there...
Yeah, he's... Well, I actually don't see his popularity going up. It should be, and that's why he's doing it. As for Vegetable Police, it seems like his numbers have dropped, as you can expect. Not a lot, maybe 20%. And he's going to take notice of this at some point. And then you know what we can expect? Once he sees his numbers are going down again. All right. Thank you for watching over this last 45 minutes. Thumbs up, down, subscribe for more because we are progressing here. Yep, we're going forward, not backwards into the cave days. Right. It was a good stream. I plan to have a process video production tomorrow. And it is part 2 of the evolution. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.